Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today, and we will look into a lot of numbers, but as well into the price insanity, because the Model 3 currently in Germany is as cheap as the Model Y. Yes, it is pretty much the same price, and that is pretty insane. So let's dive into the numbers first. So we have here the market cap of Tesla, and then you see Rivian, Lucid. I don't know why the heck Nikola is in here, but Fisker and Proterra. And you see the main difference when it comes to the market cap. And of course, Rivian lost a lot of market cap in the recent weeks, especially as well Lucid. But of course, Tesla has been way higher already as well. On the other hand, you have the Chinese market, and the Chinese market is pretty interesting. And here you see the numbers per city, like Hangzhou or Chengdu or Shanghai. And very important for those who have never lived in China. I had the experience as I was living in China before. It is kind of like a lottery system to get a car. You cannot just buy a car or two cars or three cars as you like. In Shanghai, for example, you have to be part of a lottery system, or you have to pay a lot of money to get a ticket to actually being allowed to drive a Tesla or a normal car. But of course, EVs are favored in this lottery, and you are having way more advantage to get a license to actually buy a car. And the reason behind that is just that in China, they want to control the amount of cars that are new on the road, so not everyone is getting stuck in traffic. So actually a pretty nice way to do that, especially for big cities like in China, where it is way more important to control that not everyone is stuck in traffic all day long. That is a way to prevent that, and that is also a way to push people to buy an EV in China, as people who are not buying an EV have a major disadvantage to even get a license. If we are looking into China as well, we have updates regarding the battery cell production capacity. Production here is with CATL at 20.6 gigawatt hours, which is pretty nicely. BYD and second place, which is providing, of course, batteries to themselves and then to others. And then you have 2-3 other companies in the battery segment. What is important to understand, if you take the 20.6 gigawatt hours of CATL, is that Tesla wants to actually establish, and that was the first plan, 200 gigawatt hours just alone here in Grünheide. The plan was actually reduced to around about 60 to 100 gigawatt hours. So let's see how fast Tesla will be able to actually do that and being able to reach that number. It really depends on the success of the 4680 cells and how fast Tesla can ramp up the production. Now we are looking into the prices, and that is where it is getting pretty insane right now. So in Germany, you do have incentives, and you have 6,000 euros you get if you are buying a Model 3, and you have 5,000 because the Model Y is more expensive, only 5,000 euros if you're buying a Model Y. So now we have seen the price increases, and in Germany, the Model Y long range is not getting a higher price right now, and the Model 3 standard range you see is still available for 43,000 euros, and this is with taxes. It's not without taxes like in the United States. So 57,000 euros for the long range Model 3. And now the insane thing is happening. You have the same price for the Model Y long range. And if you are deducting your incentives, there's just a price difference of 1,000 euros. I mean, that is pretty much the same. I mean, if you buy so much and you pay like 57,000 euros, I mean, 1,000 euros makes pretty much no big difference anymore, and pretty much now you can buy a Model Y at the same price as a Model 3 long range, and that is insane, guys. And that really proves that Tesla might be having the strategy to move German people and European people to actually buy a Model Y and not a Model 3 from China, and this could be the strategy Tesla is trying to do here. Then we have new updates regarding Q2. People in Europe will get their first Model 3 and Model Y without radar. That is also good news, and we have a lot of more news and updates down below for the Model 3. New supplier of rear reflex, then Model 3 increased number of WS washer nozzles, and we have and we have the Model Y long range having some updates. So a lot of small changes and approvals that have been in place right now, and this could be affecting as well the new delivered cars here from Grünheide. So you really see that Tesla is finding a strategy to move people to the Model Y. And on the other hand, we still have the situation with the water. I just want to clarify, it is not an issue right now. It's just formalities that they are talking about and doing some stuff about that. So no big major news here. I do expect Tesla to actually move forward, sending cars out on the 22nd of March. I do have a lot of friends already having tickets to get there, so I'm going to provide you with a lot of pictures and short videos from inside the factory. So if you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that, and then we can I can share to you what's happening here in Grünheide. So that is very exciting, and we have as well more exciting news because Tesla is really dominating the German market, and they do that only because they are exporting cars, but soon in a few days they're going to start gaining some market share through producing cars in Germany and exporting them to all countries in Europe. So that's going to be very exciting, and I do expect Tesla to really gain some traction here, to really move forward. And you have seen the ships just a second ago. These were the last ships that are coming from China right now. In April, we might see some new ships coming along the way. There will be the big question once these ships go to Europe, if they still contain Model Y long-range cars, or if till then Tesla is able already to announce an update if they will produce them. But this might be as well an announcement for the factory tour, and maybe Elon Musk being in Giga Berlin. And with that, we might see some updates regarding this topic as well. So you really see that Giga Berlin will move fast. They will really ramp up production insanely, and that very quickly. We have seen that the cars that will be delivered on the 22nd of March are produced right now. So if you consider them being produced right now, till the 22nd, Tesla could produce another 500, 600, 700 cars, and they could deliver them right away, and that just a few days after the event. So that would actually mean that in March we could still see for the Q1 deliveries coming out of this factory. There might be maybe 1,000 if you're lucky, but this could actually happen. It could be as well 500 or 600, but at least it would be a start. So thank you very much for being here today, and I do wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for being here, and see you tomorrow.